force so influential it can reshape weather patterns, alter ecosystems, and ripple through human history. Have you ever heard about it? This phenomenon has not only been responsible for droughts and floods, but has also impacted ancient civilizations and modern economies. This is the El Niño Southern Oscillation, ENSO, a complex climate pattern with two powerful extremes, El Niño and La Niña. As we transition from one of the strongest El Niño events in recent history, the spotlight now turns to La Niña, expected to make its mark in late 2024 or early 2025. But what exactly can we expect as this climatic pendulum swings? In this video, we'll explore how La Niña works, its potential global and local impacts in 2025, and how climate change could be amplifying its effects. Stay tuned to understand the ripple effects of this powerful natural cycle. What is La Niña? La Niña is the colder counterpart of El Niño, both part of the ENSO cycle. While El Niño warms the central and eastern Pacific Ocean, disrupting weather patterns globally, La Niña does the opposite. It's characterized by stronger than usual trade winds and cooler than average sea surface temperatures in the Pacific. Think of it as nature doubling down on its usual climate systems, intensifying normal conditions. During La Niña, the trade winds push warm ocean water towards the western Pacific, allowing cold, nutrient-rich water to upwell along the South American coast. This process, known as upwelling, not only regulates ocean temperatures, but also nourishes marine ecosystems, boosting fish populations. But La Niña's reach extends far beyond the Pacific, influencing ecosystems, agriculture, and economies across the globe. The science behind La Niña. To understand La Niña, we need to dive into the mechanics of the Walker circulation. This east-west atmospheric circulation moves air across the equatorial Pacific, guided by the trade winds. During La Niña, this system becomes more intense, with stronger trade winds causing greater upwelling of cold water and amplifying atmospheric shifts. These changes create a ripple effect, altering jet streams and global weather systems. While El Niño and La Niña episodes usually last 9 to 12 months, they can persist for years. For example, the last significant La Niña lasted from 2020 to 2023, contributing to severe droughts in the Americas, record-breaking floods in parts of Asia, and widespread economic losses. Scientists predict that the upcoming La Niña in 2025 will likely peak at moderate strength, but its impacts could still be far-reaching. What to expect? Globally in 2025, North America. In northern regions such as Canada and the northern United States, La Niña typically brings colder, wetter winters. Expect increased snowfall and icy conditions, which could disrupt transportation, stress infrastructure, and raise heating costs. In contrast, the southern U.S. often experiences warmer, drier winters. This shift could exacerbate ongoing drought conditions in states like Texas and California, straining water resources and impacting agricultural yields. Additionally, La Niña is associated with more active Atlantic hurricane seasons. In 2025, we could see an increase in the frequency and intensity of hurricanes, posing significant risks to coastal communities and critical infrastructure. 2. Asia and Australia. La Niña usually intensifies monsoon rainfall in South and Southeast Asia. Countries like India, Bangladesh, and Indonesia may experience prolonged and heavier rains, which could lead to flooding, landslides, and disruptions to urban and rural life. However, these rains could also benefit water reserves and agriculture in regions suffering from water scarcity. In Australia, La Niña often brings wetter than usual conditions, reducing wildfire risks, but increasing the likelihood of floods which can damage homes, roads, and farmlands. 3. Africa. Eastern Africa may face drier than average conditions, raising concerns about drought, famine, and water shortages. Conversely, Western Africa could experience increased rainfall, boosting crop production, but heightening the risk of flooding and waterborne diseases. 4. Europe. While Europe is farther from the ENSO epicenter, La Niña's influence may bring cooler than average winters to Central and Western Europe. Southern Europe might see increased precipitation, which could benefit agriculture, while northern regions face drier conditions that may strain water resources. 5. South America. The Andes and Amazon regions could experience varying impacts. While some areas might see increased rainfall, boosting hydropower and crop yields, others could face prolonged droughts, threatening biodiversity and local economies reliant on agriculture. Ecosystem and economic impacts. The effects of La Niña extend beyond weather to ecosystems and economies. Marine ecosystems. Enhanced upwelling during La Niña can rejuvenate marine ecosystems along the South American coast, leading to thriving fish populations. This is a boon for fisheries and coastal economies, but may disrupt ecosystems elsewhere due to shifts in migration patterns. Coral reefs. Cooler waters may provide temporary relief to coral reefs stressed by El Niño-induced bleaching. However, the rapid temperature fluctuations associated with ENSO events can still cause long-term damage to these delicate ecosystems. Agriculture. Wetter conditions in Asia and Australia may boost crop yields for rice, wheat, and other staples, while drought in parts of Africa and the Americas could threaten food security. Farmers worldwide will need to adapt to changing rainfall patterns and temperatures. Energy. Colder winters in North America and Europe may increase energy demands for heating, potentially driving up prices. In contrast, wetter conditions in hydropower-dependent regions like Southeast Asia could stabilize energy supplies. Climate change and La Niña. As global temperatures rise due to climate change, scientists are closely examining how it may alter ENSO cycles. While ENSO has been a natural feature of Earth's climate for millennia, emerging evidence suggests that climate change is amplifying its impacts. For instance, increased intensity. Warmer oceans and altered atmospheric patterns appear to be fueling more extreme ENSO events, with stronger La Niña and El Niño phases occurring more frequently in recent decades. Unpredictable patterns. Climate change introduces greater variability into ENSO cycles, making it harder to predict their onset, strength, and duration. This unpredictability complicates planning and preparedness efforts. Compounded effects. Rising global temperatures mean that La Niña's short-term cooling effects are unlikely to offset the long-term warming trend. Instead, climate change could amplify La Niña's destructive potential, leading to more severe droughts, floods, and storms. Preparing for La Niña in 2025. While La Niña's impacts are inevitable, proactive measures can help mitigate its effects. 1. Disaster. Preparedness. Governments and communities in vulnerable regions should invest in resilient infrastructure to withstand floods, hurricanes, and droughts. Early warning systems and evacuation plans can save lives by providing timely alerts about extreme weather events. 2. Sustainable agriculture. Diversifying crops, improving irrigation techniques, and adopting drought-resistant plant varieties can mitigate the risks of agricultural losses during La Niña. 3. Energy management. Investing in renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind, can reduce reliance on water-dependent hydropower and fossil fuels during dry spells. 4th, global collaboration. Sharing climate data, research, and resources internationally can improve forecasting accuracy and response strategies, minimizing La Niña's global impacts. La Niña is a testament to Earth's dynamic climate systems and their profound influence on our planet. As we approach 2025, the world prepares for another chapter in this age-old cycle. From intensified monsoons in Asia to colder winters in North America, La Niña's effects will touch nearly every corner of the globe. While we cannot prevent this natural phenomenon, understanding its patterns and preparing for its impacts can help us adapt and build resilience. Let's use this moment to deepen our knowledge of Earth's climate and take meaningful steps towards sustainability. The lessons of La Niña will shape not just 2025, but our collective future on this ever-changing planet. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What questions do you have about La Niña or our planet's climate? Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.